See who this is for the pop-up chart. What's going on, Blue?
Hey, how are you?
All right, all right. What you been checking out, man? Apple's looking good to me.
That's who I've been playing. Apple, AMD, and Visa. Those are my top three.
We're in the same thought process. Visa's really setting it up. Setting, this the pullback. I kind of talked about that tonight in the mastermind group. Was the 50 period is coming into play again. Like the 50-day moving average is
Hmm.
just in my opinion. Let's go. I'm gonna go simple. Just want to add to it because I think you use the 50.
Actually, I don't. I'm
What?
so visual. I don't really. I just use support and resistance,
I
and then
love
I
it.
look, and then I just go down and
Draw it out, huh?
yeah, draw it out, and then I go into lower time frames and see where it's at, and then I'm like, okay, this your pullback, this your entry. If it hit this, get in.
Do it if it hit it. Do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you on that because I'm a fan of just naked charts, price action. You know, let's see. What do you see on my screen? Are you seeing?
I'm seeing your colors for what's that TD Ameritrade. You're setting your colors up.
Okay, cool, cool. Because sometimes it won't. Let me make it thicker. I need to make that. I like to make my
Mhm.
bars a little bit thicker. I'm gonna put the 50 thick, thick.
And I actually made a mistake. I was trading. I went to a restaurant. I was trading. I think I forget what stock I got in. It might have been AMD, and I got in on a pullback.
Yeah,
And of course, I set my stop and everything. Then I look up and I get out the trade because I hit my profit.
and but you got the good move though, right?
And well, that was the thing. I was like, I wasn't expecting it until Tuesday, So I was like, oh, you know.
Oh, you were trying to make that a swing and just kind of hold it and let it move. And
Mm-hmm.
but
And
what you know what I'm seeing on AMD? My concern,
mm-hmm.
not concern, but like I'm more. Hey, is that Sean Cherie?
Yes.
Okay, hey, we're in here with Blue and myself, and just kind of going over some charts, looking at advanced micro devices right now. Um, Blue, I see that identifiable trading range right now for AMD, and then this gap down here before I go like fully long. You know,
Mm-hmm.
even though I told you in my custodial account, my daughter, I gave her that $120 like 4 or 5 years ago, and she and my son picked AMD at $4. So
Mm-hmm.
that they holding long for long term, but I think that trading range needs to be proven. So you got in at a perfect entry, I think, and we're coming up to a little bit of that resistance for me, and
Mm-hmm.
it broke out. It failed just because it just had to happen, but it's setting up so well.
No, it is beautiful when you look. I mean, look at that. It's just, just up, down, do the pullback the way it's supposed to. It is moving beautifully. Although I'm praying that it actually drops.
I'm cool with the pull. Let's go ahead and pull back and get that out of the back of my mind, and then recover and trading range and trend. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
let me
What
see
is it?
what.
60? Is that 70?
Hold
That
on.
gap?
Yeah, there's two on. Which one are you talking about?
Mm-mm. I
They're
saw
right at
that one.
70. So let's see. The high is 69.80,
Mm-hmm.
and it opened at 75.50. The low was 73.90. Was Tell me this, Sean. Blue and I, we looked at Apple and AMD. What are you looking at? Are you a long-term investor or trader?
Uh, I do day trading, of course.
Yeah.
Day trading, swing trading. And I am a long-term investor, of course. I have dabbled in Forex a little bit.
Okay. So
So yeah.
where did you see this, the, I guess not the advertisement, but what the post?
In the Black Stock Investors group. I just,
Okay,
I'm
okay,
out.
cool.
I try to get in as much information as I can about trading. I don't watch TV or anything, so
Well, let's see. I'm
this
gonna
is
put my,
my entertainment.
that's ours too. I'm putting my
Right.
email in the group in the chat for you, JD at yourmobiletrader.com. You can email me, and I can add you to the email list if I I used to update it like every day, but I post more so. And my friend and I have a group, a Facebook group, Stock Scouts. I'm gonna try to get. Let me see if I can pull up the.
Okay.
Let's see. And we're in Black Stock Scouts, Black Stock Investors as well, but we kind of started our own group. I'm never good at sending that link out. Let's see, member requests. And where you from, Sean?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Funky Town. Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't bluff.
Yeah.
First 48, something I don't know.
Yeah. I love Memphis. I love Memphis. So I'm a big fan. Uh, let's see. I can invite. Well, this will be the link. This is gonna be the best way to do it. Are you looking at anything for the upcoming week from a trade perspective?
Not really. I just been really trying to take advantage. Well, I'm looking at, the VIX and everything to see how high it's gonna go before I start buying more long-term investments. I'm just kind of sitting on my hands right now and see what unfolds day to day.
Okay.
I'm
Nice.
not looking at any setups at this particular time.
Well,
I let the day give me what it's gonna give me.
oh, so
Hmm.
you definitely sound like you've been around. That's perfect. Um, I put the link in the for the Stock Scouts in the chat bar for you.
Awesome. I definitely take that.
Yeah, and it's not a huge group, and it's not. It's more like we want it to be an intimate trading community to where we can just kind of go over things and then have a nice. If people have questions, if we have questions, nobody is jumping down your throat because of a
Right.
question. Which
Absolutely.
Hmm.
makes you feel better. Makes everybody feel good. Well, I'm sticking to my guns with Apple, AMD. I'm in Tesla right now, which
Oh, did you?
yeah, I'm long Tesla. I'm never sure, but I like the hammer candle. I like the volume that came in on Friday.
Hmm.
Uh, it closed baby
Everybody
gap.
was expecting what that S and I mean, was it the Nasdaq for them to get approved for the
Actually, for the S&P.
Yeah, thank you. My memory is killing me.
Yeah, but
Um,
go ahead, go ahead.
no, you good.
No, I'm just, and I didn't even really look at that news story, but it was more, you buy the rumor, sell the news. But I think that I'm so technical with my investing, but I also
Hmm.
look for headlines for catalysts, and I don't care. Well, I can't say I don't care. I need to decide what if it's signal or if it's noise. You know,
Mm.
Mm.
signal for me is that okay, Tesla is launching SpaceX and they're going to the ISS again, and they beat out Boeing for that contract. That would be a signal for me because there's no really real way to play a direct space play right now other
Hmm.
than going through Tesla, going through Amazon, going through uh, Virgin Galactic. Uh,
Well, they just came out with some news here. They actually just leaked some
oh,
test flights. So
who did?
Virgin, I mean for SPCE, they just leaked some
Yeah,
dates and everything.
I've been waiting for
So
that,
that
man.
so they may be jumping on Tuesday. Now, I got a little couple of I own them early on. Like I think I bought them at about
12,
$11.
11.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
something like that. But I end up selling it out, when it was fizzling out. But they've just released several flight dates.
Okay.
I had gotten to that research status when I put that, I put like a post in Black Stocks, man, a long time ago. When they were like, when they first IPO'd, I was like, I got my space basket. I'm making my space play. And what's going on, Larry? And Virgin Galactic is one of them. I like, because I like the management, but
Yeah, Branson.
I like Branson. I like Palpa Patea, the other, he's on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's in that trading range right now, which it could, via, Virgin can go back down here and test at 1280. It could even go, there's a lot of areas can go down to 9. And I'm still a long term fan. I just, it's so early. If that catalyst comes, it comes, and maybe I'll trade it. And because I sold calls against it at one point when it
Oh
got
yeah.
up here, and when I owned the shares and I sold and took profit or whatever. But I'm looking to stick with. I'm also an IWM, but that I did not like that Friday action. That that hammer is not like. It's not even a hammer to me. It's not like
Mm.
how Tesla's Friday was, where that thing closed, and
Mm-hmm.
that true hammer candle with volume that just dwarfed previous volume. Uh, we'll see, you know. And I'd like to make another run back up to 491, 553, because we it was overbought for a good period, and then we sold off, and then let's see. No, you good, Larry? We were talking about AMD. We talked about Apple, which looks, we like how
Yeah, I
Apple
just in
looks.
y'all was in the middle of talking, so I didn't want to just jump in and
Got you.
you
And
know what I'm saying.
well, we got Blue in here. We got Sean and Larry. Larry's a longtime trader. He's forex. He's a business consultant where and Larry, man. I'm gonna have to get with you too if I can set up an appointment. I'd like to talk to you about a couple of outside ideas outside the market with where I'm gonna make some put money to work in how we talked about the Amazon, we talked about the Chick-fil-A franchise. Is that
Gotcha,
don't
gotcha.
you handle that kind of thing? Where we can
Yeah,
have that sit down, the strategy session.
yeah. I do business coaching, so
And let's see, uh, what's
we'll set something up on the calendar. I'm booked
okay?
solid this week.
That's
Like
fine, man.
actually,
Just let
yeah, I'm
me.
actually over here working on a PowerPoint presentation now for a preparedness webinar I'm doing Wednesday night.
That's the phrase, prepared. Okay. Um, I like how you said it, man. You were speaking to my spirit on that one, man. Uh, Blue Visa setting up for me again. It. I say it's setting up. It was
Mm.
hard to miss this one. It was hard to. I mean, I didn't miss it. I mean, just like you had to be in the wrong place and not paying attention to miss when it went into that true trading range, and then as it started poking that head in, tapping it,
Mhm.
tip in, pull back, test, and I like anytime it tests, anytime they start testing that trend line and failing, and it didn't, but it's still making new highs, and the volume's not fizzling, I'm cool. But I do watch that RSI. But I got in right at 203, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna let this ride, and I didn't. I set my stops, but I set a trailing stop, and it ran up and had one day on the trail where it dipped down, and I kept tightening that trail. Like I kind of could have let it stay wide
Mhm.
like I did, but it took me out. But from 203 to 215 was
Yeah.
that run, and we had that exhaustion candle there, and a healthy retest right down back to right to the top of that trading range. What's that? That true 1-to-1 move, like Larry talks about on the trading range, and basically, and the way I studied it, basically we get the measured move, and it doesn't always have to happen exactly like that, but get a measure move down or a measure move up. Let me activate that. And the measure move occurred, just pretty much just like,
Mhm.
doesn't have to be perfect, but it's, my profit target I had it staying in. It just, my trailing stop took me out, which I'm happy to keep stops in place. And I appreciate you bringing that back up, Larry, last week, within the trading range, because I had gotten away from trusting my measured moves, you know, for the mathematical and the psychological aspect of a price. And Larry, man, plays it in Forex to perfection. And I know you do too with your support and resistance, Blue. And hey, Sean, what
Mm-hmm.
are you a technical trader? Do you support and resistance and things like that?
Yeah. Well, that's actually one of the reasons that I went to Forex. A friend suggested that I should take a Forex class,
Yeah.
and I realized, early on, when I was learning to trade, that I could take this and go back to options. So I did
Beautiful.
that. Yeah. So yeah, I am technical as well. I won't say I'm the greatest, but I think my strong point is news because I research so much.
Yeah.
But yes, I am a technical trader as
Oh
well.
shoot, email me. I want to. Yeah, we need you in stock scouts. I like, because I like news. I'm a news hound,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not a noise hound. Um, like with Visa right now and Blue, like for the last, like with Visa, the options, man, the pricing was so good for the last, all the way back to
Yes.
the
I
pricing
love your
was
contracts.
the
I love their contracts.
826 and then 824. The contract prices were like well, I like 500, 522, 400. Uh, and when I say 400, I mean compared to like trying to get in Roku in the money for 8 or 1,000, you can get hop in Visa. Like Visa on this pullback, I bet these prices right now, but even a little bit out of the money at the 210s, which I'm not going with that on. Spreads are real wide right now, which they'll tighten up, but I like this. I like the 200 calls if I can get closer to that bid, you know. But I'm not. It's not really right now. It's not ready for me to go
Let it
in.
fall a little bit.
It, it- I just it could go back down in here and play around. I'm gonna let this thing establish another trading range, and then we
Mm-hmm.
come in. But my thing is, I start getting sidetracked, and I'll set my alerts, but I just need to be prepared to just Visa and of course Mastercards. I don't really trade them like Visa, but Mastercard runs maybe a day ahead of Visa, but it's we got the same type candle at the same breakout pattern, test, 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 breakout, run up, exhaustion candle, pull
Mm-hmm.
back, stayed above previous support, and so we might get that trading range, and because if it goes back up, it might be too sharp of a spike. I want to find the right entry because I'm locked in on that one. And I shorted CVS last week.
Did you?
I
How'd that
did.
turn out?
Uh, I made no actually I lost $15 because I got stopped out before it did that, before it had my move, like I got in on.
Did they have earnings?
No, no,
No. Okay.
I got in on September 1st, and right at support, I hopped in. I was in profit. It bounced that next day, and I said, okay, let me get out because I wanted it to break that threshold. I didn't want to risk, I think about,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know CVS like that. And
Is that your 200?
no, this right here is that's my 50
Oh,
period, because right now 50 has come back into play because
it's
everything was,
angling down. That's for
yeah.
sure.
And, but everything has that hammer candle right now to where it found support. But CVS, man, I had the perfect move. I was in at $61.01. It Yeah, 61.01 down to $60. I'll take and the low was 59. So I'd take a $3 move off, and my delta was like at a low delta, but they were they had employees that the management knew were COVID positive, and they allowed them to serve customers.
Mm.
And that was like, I think that news right there kind of got swallowed up with just how red the market was. But there's some unusual options activity that was going on. If I think y'all can see the screen. Let's see. Open interest 32.15 on the puts. Let's see, what was it? So November 20th, 2020, $75 puts. Hey, Blue and Sean, do y'all look at unusual option action or unusual open interest?
Well, not
Sometimes I
open
do.
interest, but volume for me.
I'll peep it if something's crazy. Like they said, that's 75 right now. Is it? But that's crazy when I see something like when they post something, CNBC or whoever posted this, like the put sweep. So November 20th expiration, we got that 75 strike, and I didn't look at the put. Excuse me, over here 32.50, because everybody is still in calls, and then the volume is heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Delta is 88, so they were paying 1,600, give or take, for that. It it's still in position to drop, and the Novembers, but I don't know that chart yet, but I mean it was set up, and it's still. I mean, if we want to call out a head and shoulders, I can go head, go left shoulder, I can go baby right shoulder, and I can draw my trend line. It's already broken through.
It almost looked like a double bottom to me.
And
Well,
it did find a double bottom, I mean, whether it's over right here to that, and it bounced, but then it failed. And so, and it found another double bottom, a little bit of support right here. So, this, matter of fact, CBS bears watching. Even if, if we get a green Tuesday, it's going to be on short watch for me below $60. And the low right here is 60.04. So, CVS, we go less than 60. And the option that I would look at, and it could pump fake or whatever, but if it falls below 60, it's falling below a lot of support, below the 50. I'm going to September 18th. Falls below 60, we can, that is a
Mm.
47 delta right there. That's $140 for that, 2,600 open interest. Or if you want to go deep in the money, they are not pricey at all. 4,000 open interest, 73 delta at the 62. Okay, let's go. That's going to be one. We'll put that down. September 18th, 62.50. Put. That's deep in the money. If you want to go even deeper in the money, you're getting, almost going tick for tick at 91
You talking
delta.
about You were talking about taking a put on that CVS?
Yeah, possible.
Yeah, I was looking at where you had that zone that it was retesting at the lower zone.
Yeah, let
I
me.
think if it when you get it, yeah, I'm looking to if it breaks that line, that dotted line you have right there, and
60,
close
20.
below, yeah,
Yeah,
you could look like you could revisit that 54 to your left, that green
that.
candle.
Let me pop back out of that. Yeah, because um, I wanted to go back below that, Larry, because I had it set at that $60.26 handle.
Yeah, I think it's gonna break that and keep going. So I think it may go back to retest. If it breaks below that zone, I'm thinking it's that green doji candle to your left. Price may come
Um,
back in that
Mm-hmm.
area.
Yeah. Let's see
And
if I
that was
can
the
do
last, that was support before it took off. What's that, 52, 50, give or take? 55? Go down a little farther.
right in here.
Yeah, right in that zone.
Yeah.
55, 40.
55.44, 55,
Yeah,
40.
if it breaks that, now
60,
go up to that,
$60 in the
go back
low.
over,
Oh,
go back
over?
over to your left. To that green candle you got right there. If it breaks below that, then you might see that next zone down. That's gonna be your key right there. If it doesn't break that price point, it ain't gonna
58.94.
drop.
The next level
Yeah,
of support, the structure. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Structure wise, if it doesn't break below that, it probably won't go.
58.94 is that.
But that is an ugly head and shoulders too. So
Yeah. I just.
I,
It,
it
it,
ain't a clean head and shoulders, but it's an ugly looking one. So that's the reason I was thinking that could be possibly the neckline right in that zone, and then it'll come down to that
see.
green and where kind of we was at a few minutes ago.
Let me put the weekly up here. You know what? Oh, yeah. That's old
Yeah,
school
that support on that weekly look real strong right in there. That 50, what's that, $50? Go over some more.
right there.
Go down again to that low. Low.
Down here.
Right in there. Yeah. That's a strong
Fifty-three,
support.
54,
Yeah, that's a strong
and
um,
support.
with volume.
It
With
keeps
Uh-huh.
breaking its trend lines though.
well, yeah. Got. Let's go. I go old school head and shoulders right here. Got the head, left shoulder, right shoulder, and if I were to get in, it's already broken that initial dang, that initial head
that's
and
a
shoulder.
strong green candle, though. That is strong. I like that. Uh,
Yeah, because it broke and came back and on a lower time frame, it would have retested that trend line you just drew on a lower
Yeah,
time frame.
right up
And
there,
didn't
and
break it didn't break back above it. So I like it for a drop as well.
I'm, yeah, man. That so that 53.50. Let's go 53. I'm gonna write up 53.60 just to
And I probably, if I was in it, I wouldn't try to set that take profit right there. I would
go lower
probably
than
go
that.
up to the
Go above
no,
that,
I'll
huh?
go below. Yep, right there on that red candle, right up in there. That's the zone I would get because if everybody else take it, they're gonna be thinking like thinking you trying to get out down there at the bottom, and
Mm-hmm.
most people gonna get out right in that area and leave that $1 or $2 left.
So that so it closed right there at 55.72.
So that $55 area, somewhere
Uh-huh.
anywhere in that 55 zone might be a good spot instead of trying to
Mm.
get every dollar out of it down there at the weeks.
Yeah. I'm sure. I appreciate that one. But those options look really good. The September 18th option puts look good.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll mark this
Cause what's
chart
your
up.
pink line right there? Your VWAP
No, actually,
or
that's just I made that to 50 today.
50
Just
day?
yeah,
Yeah, it
50
didn't break the
period,
50.
50 period.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it didn't break it either. So it retested and dropped. That weekly chart looked good.
and then on the daily, it is buried
Same
below it
thing,
as well.
confirmation.
So we'll just see how Monday, Tuesday look, man. I need to set my alerts
And
for
Monday a holiday, so I
I
don't
mean
know what's
Tuesday,
going
yeah,
on.
too.
Yeah,
I set the alert for if it falls below that 60. I'm gonna go below 60.
60 even.
Yeah, just want to get
Yep.
just some type of heads up, and then I started looking at that one, that green can 58.90 for true confirmation if it can close below that.
Yep.
Yeah, let me set that up for 58.92.
Do you guys look at SPACs?
Oh, the new I think I put one on
Like, look at SHLL.
all right.
SHLL or either FMCI.
I put FMCI on the on my list. Let's see, FMCI is over here too, I think. Should be.
They've been running, and actually FMCI has been holding its value even through this red stuff we've been having. Ain't been too bad.
You know what? I hadn't messed with them, and I'm just gonna watch. But I mean, that's a bullish candle right there after that recovery. It's overbought, but it's got a lot of action. A lot of people were, I say momentum. It has
Mhm.
a lot of euphoria, man. Folks are paying attention to SPACs or whatever they want to call them.
Yeah, merger's finna probably be coming soon within the next month or
You
so.
said a merger?
Yeah, it's the special acquisition purchase company. That's what
Right,
SPAC
right.
stands for. So the merger's probably gonna go through within the next month, and people have been buying like crazy. And it's actually one of the stocks that's actually held its value within the last 2 days.
I need to study a little bit more of those, man, because just to understand, fully understand it. I see it on CNBC. I hear the information and all, that kind of thing. But I just I hadn't really just dug into it. But that's a great bull flag on the day. And
They liken it to they're trying to make it like the next Beyond Meat. Um, and they already are they already have products out. They're in Costco, they're in Trader Joe's, and they've been doing they have their own brand of foods already out, and they've been growing year to year to year. So it was already a profitable company.
so
uh
tortoise was
uh
SHLL.
no,
Oh,
this is FMCI,
oh, okay, okay. I guess let me put it in.
Tattooed Chef. But Tortoise is actually also profitable company now, and they are actually the company that's able to backfit um, EVs or big trucks to become
Right.
EVs. You can keep your same truck and then just backfit it. Like, they already profitable, and they're doing really well, as good as well.
Oh, that's great. Because I'm uh the next. Let's see. Okay, FMCI. You know what's crazy with FMCI? See if they have warrants. Both of them
Both of them have warrants.
have warrants.
Shell, SHLL, they should be actually merging this month, I think. And then FMCI should be like next month sometime.
FMCI. The warrants. We can trade the warrants just like the options, and that looks
And
like
I
that.
don't understand warrants at all. I just bought the company outright and been just pouring money in there. So,
Well, I mean, we can find the articles of well, not incorporation, but the details on the warrant, like on the SEC page, and it'll tell what it will allow us to purchase FMCI for that price over a certain period, and then you can exercise the warrant, or I can buy that warrant. Like it's trading right now. I need to know what the purchase price that they allow is,
mhm.
but FMCI is at the warrantor is 720. The stock is at 21. This is how Space was doing. So
Mhm.
we can hop in and do an FMCI. Let's see if they have.
Yeah,
They don't have
they stuff
options.
is kind of high. Yes, they do.
Well, I mean the warrants. I can trade the warrants
Oh,
without
okay.
having to go into options, but I mean I can just trade it off $7.
I'm trying to sell some covered calls.
you got plenty of shares then. Okay. Well, let's see. Bulls, the Bears. Okay, a lot of calls or puts. September 18th, but those 40. 520 by 600. And see what the further out. Okay, there it is.
I hope you don't mind. I just be going crazy with my little stock talking.
No, shoot, that's what this is about.
Fine.
We're trying to sharpen our countenance today. Yeah, right here. I like these $20 calls. That's 10,000 open interest. 35s. It's still 50 delta. There's some people really feeling good about this company.
The FMCI is going to be a real safe play, but it's real solid because they already got their company. Like they already been profitable. They already been growing from year to year to year. Like,
And what they do again?
kind of like some Beyond Meat kind of stuff, like
Okay.
vegan food and
So
stuff.
they riding the trend.
Yeah, like cauliflower.
Actually, they're actually early to the market. I think because Beyond, there's no other tradable vegan product on the market that's taken, in my opinion.
Yeah,
They're more vegetarian. It's like cauliflower pizza and street corn packaged meats, but they also said that their interest has grown because of kids that are in school and parents that want to give their kids a nutritious meal and don't have enough time to like prepare a meal while they working and doing this whole coronavirus stuff. So packaged meals has at this point gotten more notice than anything. So they've been growing over
And it's not fake meat.
Yeah, and it's not fake meat.
I like that.
Say it again.
I like that.
Well, yeah, I'm hold on.
I'm trying to do a little research. Their beta is low though.
Yeah, I don't know about their beta and maybe their ATR right now, but they've been jumping like this last week. It jumped so high it almost scared me. Like, okay, do I need to take these profits or what?
See, I'd be mad messing around with a covered call and it stay up there.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm scared. I'm not gonna sell any covered calls until the merger. But I was like, I'm slick thinking about it right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, covered calls be getting me some days. Like,
DraftKings found a support. And it's a parabolic wedge down.
market caps.
37. So I'm still holding DraftKings. I wasn't happy about my move. I had a foolish week from the standpoint I should have been in a cash account instead of margin, and but the last two.
I think you straight with DraftKings looking at that structure.
I like it. It's standing up on the 50, and then if I go,
because it's been creating higher lows. If you look
right.
at each major obvious move on this chart here,
all
the way down from that green hammer to your left, that's a low, higher low. Then that next red counter, higher low, and
then we got the
doji.
higher low.
Yeah.
Or even that, yeah.
Yeah. So found support there. Probably on a lower time frame than the daily. This red candle with the wick is a double bottom, probably on like an 8-4.
That 4 hour was a nice and a lot of volume. Some buying came in. I think let's see the hour.
Yeah, there's a perfect double bottom right there.
People love DraftKings.
One and one. If we count that wick, yeah, it retested that structure with the wick.
Yeah, and then we came back and
And see, most inexperienced traders would have been looking at this H4 and been ready to go short if they traded basically off your 50-day. Because they would have said it broke the 50-day and got that through the green counter that retested the 50.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can't do it. Yeah, I wouldn't.
But see, on the
Definitely.
higher time frame, it's above the 50. So
Yeah, I couldn't go short, man. But I just my comfort level with DraftKings is it
yeah,
wasn't there.
that's,
You know.
that's good structure there with the double bottom. I see my eyes go straight to it right with your line at.
Yeah, I like
And
when the
technically, if you do look at it from the hour chart, that's a pennant, a bullish pennant, bullish flag technically.
right there.
If you go back over to your left, just looking at the 1 hour,
Yeah.
go to your left at that green candle. Would go over some more, probably about 12 candles
Oh,
at that low. Keep going next to the next one, right there. So I'll draw my flagpole from there to the top of that green wick, the big boy wick. That will be my flagpole.
and then we
And
got the
then I would
pennant.
draw my, yeah, now you see the pennant shape.
Do you guys use Fibonacci?
I used to for confluence. Yeah, see? So a break above that trend line right there, and you're going to probably get that one-to-one move
I
from
could
the
even
break at the top of that pin line there. No,
draw
not
that, but
that one.
no,
That
I'm
one right
just
there.
say it again. My trend line right, break above this one, right?
Yeah, break above that trend line there, and I see it continue to go up, probably back to that 42, around that 42 range. Because that green wick is orders that needed to be filled. So
Mm,
eventually, in the longer game, the price will go back up and probably should fill all them orders that had to go somewhere before that drop.
I like
So
that.
my first take profit is right there where you at. That will be like one of my first cash out moments. Actually, depending on what I would do, the first one will be right there. Second will be the next week at that 40 range, and my third,
You go there, or
big
you
one,
going up? You gonna go
I'll be somewhere in between that week.
In
I
the
probably
middle.
wouldn't go to the top
50%
of that
move?
week. Yeah, I'll probably go to like that 42 flat,
Hmm.
Hmm.
just as a just as a play, a long term play. But you got three
Yeah,
opportunities.
that's interesting because I looked at DraftKings and I thought that would kind of be bearish, but that's on the what hour chart? Okay.
Yeah, it's hourly and weekly.
Yeah,
Weekly still holding up. Is holding up fine.
and each one of those weekly candles have been a higher low, so it's in an uptrend.
It's a
If you
lot of
just
wicks on top, but that's the weekly, and I think, but we got support, right? You know, plenty of.
you got support right there, then you got that weekly, and
Uh,
then that. So it's and then scroll over to your right a little bit so we can see the other
Yeah, they
little
hit that
quadrant.
liquidity grab right
it won't go
there.
any further for me.
Oh, okay. So yeah, looking at that play there, that's a flag pattern setting up right there.
Bull got the pole,
You
got the
got the
perfect
pole, then
pullback.
uh-huh. You got some resistance and support. Yep.
Or if I can even go there, if I wanted to go there, to be.
So you got
Uh,
some people call that a bull pennant. I call it a flag. Same
yeah,
kind of symbol.
yeah,
Each weekly candle has closed. The body of the candle has closed higher than the previous body. So you are in an uptrend.
on increasing volume, heavily increasing volume. Let's see the last.
And then don't
Go back.
college football season start Monday.
This week,
Yeah.
NFL camps, you know, and then NBA, MLB has been holding strong, about to come up towards a playoff run. Let me see, DG. Dollar General's
Go
been
Dollar General.
trending, and it pulled back just like I was hoping. When it found that hammer.
That real strong bull run was what back in March.
Yeah, man, that That's when Mo called it out too, because we were looking for it was like consumer discretionaries and Kroger, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, but mostly DG was. This is the power move,
Yeah,
like you said.
that was a power move, and then it's kind of been ranging. It's been
Perfect
ranging hard.
range. Perfect
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
range.
slight incline, slow mover,
And then
but it might be about to do some type of little pullback if you run you a resistance line across there.
Mm.
let's see, man. I like for it to hold up, but I'm just gonna see what I'm.
What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on, let me zoom
About
in.
4 touches of the 50-day.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
3, and then
Okay.
4 there.
Yeah.
Hmm. We'll see, man. Let me see if that. We throw the 21 on here because it's kind of holding up. Okay, it's below that.
Mm-hmm. It might do a little. It might drop a
Mm-hmm.
little bit.
It might be trying to come back, sniff these areas.
Yeah, it might come down to catch that red wick on that hammer candle about 20 candles over to your left. Right there. It might come
Oh,
down
this is all
there.
you. Okay, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It might feel some of that some of those orders. I don't see it going too much farther than that.
There's no major gaps that we're looking for. So
Right.
that demand zone is definitely down in here, and then
Right. Yeah, right there where you are now. So it could come down there and lick that zone there. That's the reason I'm calling out that wick on that one little hammer candle. I don't think it would go too much deeper than that.
yeah, and the low right there is
180.
187.76.
Yeah, somewhere in that zone.
I'm put that there. I was definitely in profit for all those, but I'm definitely gonna cut my losses Monday if you know. And Microsoft was I got a little. I bought a leap on Jets because I'm using somewhat of a leap. I'm using Jets as my barometer for that sector. We're in that
Gonna
test of
bounce
that
up.
test of that range, man. I just want to see if it pokes that head through.
Yeah, I think it is. I like your pattern that you got to the left of that pennant pattern you had when you zoom out some. I think it's about to repeat the same thing. How it broke above there.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, if you come off that high and draw your trend line across, you're gonna have the
The same. Wow,
same
same
kind of
trend.
formation. So another pop to probably go back up there and test that support that turn resistance after it fell through. And if you draw your take a trend line down some more, keep going right there to the top of that. Yeah, it's already kind of above that trend line if you go to that zone there.
That
Or
red candle right there.
yep.
Let me zoom in. Yeah, give or take, but it's in that
Um,
area. Uh, that
and that's the
18.
reason I like trend lines, but some people depend on how you talk to draw them. Some people go from the top wick to the very next wick that they get the closest wick you can touch. So it sometimes creates a steeper trend line. Some people go to the most recent wick. So it would have been that red candle there, and price would technically be below the trend line.
I I think
Mm.
that's the outlier wick for me. I was going to
Mm-hmm.
where most of the price had been kind of
Yep, you do like I do. That's the
hanging
area I
out.
would need to touch.
And I mean, I could even raise a little higher if I wanted to be conservative and still be in there, but we're still above it, you know. And if it does retest,
Because that's your retest right there. It broke above through
came
that
back
bearish
in,
candle, then and there go your retest right there, and it's closed above on Friday above
yeah,
that trend line. So I like it. I like it for a bull move.
in the high 1846, that'd be another good long run, because that's the high right there. So I'm
Because zoom out again while you was on that chart.
I'm in at 1847. Matter of fact, I'm in a January 15, 20 21, $20 call.
Oh
So I
yeah,
went
you
out of the
good.
money.
Zoom out some more.
Okay, my bad. Let's see here.
Yeah, I wanna, and then go to your left so I can see that structure on your left. See now, you see where you got your line over there to your left, far left?
Let me lower that down.
Up there to the top. Keep going over. You see your straight line you got right there?
Right
Go up
here?
again. The one above
Mm-hmm.
it. Go up some more.
Oh,
The
and keep,
highest one?
Yeah. Now scroll to your left some more. You're gonna see where it broke out. That if you draw a line right there, that's good. So go about to that $30 range. Drop down to 30. Keep going lower, lower. Right there. Go back up. That gap. Price may
yeah.
come back to try to catch that gap.
Let me remove some of this stuff.
Which that price would have been in the range right there if you look at it and draw you another solid straight line at the bottom. Go up some more right there. If you draw another solid line there, you saw price was moving in that range before it broke out that range to drop.
It was trending in that. Hmm.
Yep. Then it broke below. That would have been a good short for anybody who took it. Now price may go back up to retest that area.
I like multiple eyes on the chart, man. Thank you, Larry. I like in blue and in shine. I'm trying
Larry
to.
got eyes.
What you say?
I said Larry got eyes. I was like, whoa.
And my chart is kind of is congested right now. So that's
But
it's
yeah,
still
it didn't bother me with the other lines. I trade straight structure, price action. So I look through all the other stuff. But I
right.
think price might try to eventually come up to fill that gap up there. Yep. So that would have been your zone that it was being traded in, that range. Go down a little bit. Nah, you right on
Oh,
top of it.
Ain't no
You
way I
right
would have saw
there.
that little gap.
Yeah. Now just draw you another solid line, and that would have been your range. Price was moving in before it broke below that range to go short. So price may come back to try to test the bottom of that what was support at one time, but is now resistant. But you was looking
let's
at
see.
that price was moving right in that range the whole time. That yep, drop that line right there. Boom.
You know what? Let me. I'm gonna draw the broke
So
down
I
and
think price eventually come up and wick that line if it was drawn all the way across.
so this
So that's a $30 psychological play as well too. So eventually it
right
might.
below it.
Yep.
That's a nice move. God dog it. Oh man.
Well, the prices on that
Let's-
on the Jets, man. Because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do a Delta Love. I didn't want to do Boeing play. I was like, I think me and
And
King
you got it
Steph were
out to
talking
what,
about it.
January?
January
You got it sitting out
21.
there to January?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you
131
straight.
days.
Yeah, you straight.
Mm.
It might pull that.
13,000 open
Especially
interest.
especially with your holiday times coming up. Some people may be emboldened to fly again.
And if I get a little bit of a move, I will add to this a little bit. I did it on Caesars. And Caesars, we called Caesars so clean before they merged with El Dorado. They switched the option symbol on us and pay and basically Robinhood and nobody else would let you cash out of Caesars until they want to let it go, and they want to you had to just basically let the play happen, and then they would cash you out. So
You got annotation set on turned on your Zoom? I doubt it.
let's
I
see.
was looking for the little mark. I was looking for the little marker pen. Then I could have just drew the little circle right there, and you'd have known exactly where.
Up on the other chart or this one on the
Uh,
Jets.
yeah, I could have drew it on Jets, but nah, this is one you in here too.
Yeah, I was. We had set up. I got in Caesars, man. Like it was at. I was talking to Mo, and I was like, man, I think the casinos are Caesars is showing a move up. It's price adjusted already, man. That's what happened. Because I was in at like $7, $8, and the move was down here where, I can't see it anymore, but it got in and then it gapped and it just kept that the trend was so perfect. And so, the options were so cheap. So I got them. Matter of fact, got the $12 calls, $11 calls. And then people were made that morning when they price adjusted. You could have looked on Twitter. You can type in CZR. People were like, "Thank you, God." They were like $5,000 on that, on a $40 play. $10,000 on 100. So it was, and
Mm.
then everybody called that out, and next thing you know, uh, they did a corporate action and they said you can't make that move. You can't do it. But Caesars is a little bull flag, in this flat top breakout possibly. So I just want to see. I hadn't paid attention since the merger, but I'm gonna keep my eye on it.
Institutional investors went heavy on airlines this at the end of the week for the
Really,
first time.
you're
Yeah,
the
so
news
it's like,
maven.
hmm.
You're the news maven on that. I like that, man. You got to come into
Okay.
Stock Scouts. Yeah, but
All right, I'll come in there now for sure.
man,
I had bought my son United in his account, and it actually been doing well since the whole coronavirus.
hey, y'all give me 1 sec. I'm gonna give Larry. Let me get Larry before I go, man. Let me get Larry that co-host. Any of y'all, if y'all want the screen,
Mm-mm.
y'all take it, and I'll be right back. And then,
Okay.
because I'm recording this, and I'll post it in the Stock Scout so we can have take a quick look. I'll be right back.
All right. So, what do you guys usually trade?
I usually do AMD, Visa, MasterCard, Apple.
Okay, so you just have a set amount of stocks that you trade. I suffer at that. I kind of go with what's popping that day. But
But
I
that's
think I need
good.
to. No, I don't know if that's good. I need to learn my stocks. Like I know Visa is gonna go do one move up, one move down, and it's gonna correct all the time. I know Visa, but there are certain stocks that I don't know about. Like, and when you don't know a stock, you don't know how it moves. That's kind of dangerous.
It is, but like you said, you do the fundamentals, so you can take your fundamental and look at it, and before you get into a play, check the chart.
Ooh, child. Ooh, child. You can
That's
say that.
sometimes I do that. I do that for my I'm supposed to do it every morning, but I don't do it. But
Yeah.
just check and see what's going on. I want to check Pfizer right now. PFE. Larry, where you at, Larry? Did Larry leave us?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I've been trying to look at Norvax for this vaccine, but Norvax killed me on the option, and I was crying.
So you leaving them alone right now?
They not my friend.
I get, man, I feel you. And right now I'm praying that AMD fall to the bottom of the ground. I am. I did
I
it.
got I got a contract on Apple right now. I'm just like, please help me.
Apple gonna do it. I think you got room. What'd you get? Like, what's your strike?
Oh, I don't even remember what my strike is right now. I can look.
I'm back.
Yeah,
What,
'cause
what y'all
Probably
did?
Apple.
after I know I'm after money.
Oh, you out the money too? Oh,
Oh yeah. For swing trades, I don't
Blue.
I don't do in the money.
Why not? Why not?
Ah, too much money.
Hey, shoot, I'm a Delta trader. Mo and I are Delta traders anyway.
Now I know my Greeks and stuff like that. I think I got the information. I ain't got the money.
Perfect.
So,
That's the, yeah, I know. Look, hey y'all. For me, Microsoft is set up. If I can get that, jeez.
Microsoft, I swear you may have to catch that on Tuesday.
Man, can you look at the VIX and see what the VIX is?
The VIX is in the 20s. Let's see. 30.75.
Oh no, yeah, we need to be buying right
Cause
now.
it's going and it was
Yeah.
overbought. Cats were pulling back on that.
No, but that's the fear index. That's when you can tell how scared everybody is and when you've reached your bottom. So that's the best time to buy long-term stocks.
Yeah. When it's low, it's time to go. Low
No,
time to
when
go.
it's high, it's time to go.
No, I
It
mean,
when
so
it
when it's low,
when
it's
it's
time to go.
high,
When it's low, it's time to go long. Like when it
yeah,
says with low, it's time to go, as in go long.
yeah, yeah. When it's high, it's time to buy.
Well, I I'm look. Well, okay, I got you. I got you with that. But I'm seeing right. I think we're at that. I don't play the VIX like that. I just know the fear has been is
The
waning.
higher the
Is
higher the VIX
mm-hmm.
is when you need to buy your stocks. When it gets lower, that's when people are comfortable, and that's when everything is evening out. So anytime the VIX is high, that's when it's time to buy,
Because the streets are gonna be bloody.
because it's gonna
Because
be bloody bloodies.
well,
Go back and look. Go back and look at March in the VIX.
uh-huh.
That's when when stuff was.
But
I almost cuss. Excuse me.
well, are you
When
good?
stuff. No, when stuff it was at its all time low. That's
Well,
when
see,
it's
that's the
time
thing.
to buy long term.
I traded that because when it's high for me on the VIX, when volatility is that high, my
Mm-hmm.
options are great. My puts,
I bet it is.
my puts and things like so. I look at it from that perspective. But when it's I never watched the VIX when I was buying stocks long term, so
Oh yeah.
I would always short.
When I look at VIX and it's high like that,
You ready to
like
buy some stuff?
you need to buy some stuff. You ain't seen nothing like that since like 9/11,
Oh wait,
dude.
Well, we needed to go back up then, because I'm waiting to buy.
like 2008. You
Yeah,
remember
and it's
what
the
the Big
Yeah.
Short?
yeah.
That's
Hmm.
see that was my mistake. Like you had the long term idea in mind of like, okay, it's nothing but bargains out there. I was a new trader. Uh, I was short.
Don't make me old now.
Well,
Like
no. When I say no,
I was
back then,
probably I was
I,
probably like 23 at the time.
I'm talking about like the mindset though. You had it in place to where I was short term thinking. I was like, I'm shorting Lehman Brothers. I'm shorting Bear Stearns, uh, Wells Fargo, and I was the same stuff those dudes were hitting in the Big Short for millions. I was doing it for that multiple hundreds and thousands, not hundreds of thousands, hundreds and thousands. But I didn't take the thought process of like as I'm shorting it, get my profits and get into the ones that are at historical lows to build up the position to hold, which this time.
See, but that's the thing, you got the experience, because now I'm coming in with no experience. So everybody's talking about 2008, and I'm like, hopefully I'll see it or catch it. You know what I mean? So at least you need that experience.
Blue,
That's the
you
thing
gonna
about
catch it.
trading. I'm gonna catch it.
Yeah, you gonna catch it because it's coming. We JD and I talked about it on a couple of Zooms ago. We were talking about how the market has been on a bull run since 2000, what, since President Obama took office.
Hmm.
So it's 12 years going right now in a bull run without a real true correction.
Right.
So it's time for another correction. And this time, it's easier for us as regular retail people to catch the play if our eyes are open and don't get distracted with the headlines
Okay.
It's been a
and not
serious
get caught
run,
up in
man.
yeah, and not get caught up
2009.
in the fear. Exactly. It's been
They
running
say
since then.
every 10 years, or what, about every 10 years, the market
Supposed to
does a
be,
correction.
6
yeah, it's
years,
supposed to be
eight, 6 to
eight,
8. Okay, 8.
yeah.
Okay.
Or
Uh,
some economists say between 12 and 10. We 2 year. Either way it go,
Mm-hmm.
between 7 and 10. But either way it go, we 2 years over.
Hmm.
and Rona's the only thing that stopped this. The S&P.
Yep.
That is
The Rona's the
literally
only
the
thing
only
that
thing.
caused the quick
And if it had
dip.
put, it could have put. But it now looks like it tried to catch that trend, and it broke past the double tops, the new highs,
Uh-huh.
retested. I hadn't charted the S&P in a minute, Larry. You got me going back to the mechanical roots, man. I needed this.
Yep. And
Okay.
then like I could have showed y'all back in the day, they didn't clear it from the chart. Now, which is interesting. Um, you know how you using your what's that about your RSI,
Yeah.
and you look for confluence in RSI. So if the RSI is saying sell, but the chart is actually still showing
So the
a
divergence
rise,
on it. Yeah.
divergence, I could have took you back to the US dollar and CAD, USD versus the Canadian dollar, month or two leading up to 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
The RSI was telling people to short. The divergence was showing short, but the market was still climbing. But you knew major players were already shorting the market pre 9/11. So they knew something was coming. The charts tell the story once you start looking back in the charts and understanding what you're looking at.
Let's see. Max available. How far does that go back? I can't get over to the. It won't let me go back in there.
Go to month and see how far it go back for you.
The month should do it. Let's see.
2000.
So it's 2000s.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
I
they got it hidden. I can't find it on Trading View either,
Are you
man.
serious?
Is
oh,
that a
Yes,
cup and
serious, bro.
handle?
Pretty
oh man.
boom. Yeah. And it
Where you could actually see it in the divergence that
that's
people were
crazy.
already shorting the market prior to, but I couldn't go back.
That's
So what's
crazy.
that?
That's a cup and handle, dude.
Yeah. On the and this is you and Larry, man. You and Larry need to holler on that forex, and it found some support on this USD CAD, right, Larry?
Yeah, yeah, it found support, but like even on the monthly, if you draw,
Oh, that's the month. Okay.
yeah, you're on the monthly, you can stay right there. You got a big double here. Check it out though. You got a huge double top.
Yes.
Boom. There's the top. There's the top. So CAD is setting up for a drop
Mm,
because it's ranging. It's ranging because if you go to that 1.2 and draw you another line, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
draw you go up a little higher. Yep, draw you another line right there.
See, that's how I do mine.
So you got this whole price point that for years really since 16, price been ranging in this price point. So it just retested the 16-year
Damn, I
high
keep forgetting,
recently.
man. I hadn't looked on a monthly chart like this. Dang,
When you
Larry.
looking when you looking for that real play, like
Mm-hmm.
the big short type of play, you
Yeah.
gotta go to that monthly and kind of zoom out to get the big picture.
I
So
had
that's a
narrowed my
perfect double
focus a little
top.
too much. Appreciate
That's
that,
a
brother.
huge double top right there. And
I want to be friends with everybody.
I
Mm-hmm.
need to learn price action. I mean, I know support and resistance, and I
That's
know
price
that's kind of
action.
like, yeah, I know it's price action in a way. It's different terms and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I need to kind of, yeah, focus on that.
JD, go up for me to that green candle to your right.
All right.
Go down. Go down 3, yeah. Put a support line up under that candle you on right now.
All right, let me put that. Let me
Um,
switch that up.
so you
And
think if
grab
it breaks that line,
It's it's a
that's when you're
short,
moving
isn't it?
something?
yeah, it's short if it closed below that line right there.
Okay.
I thought it was.
And you look, and the way you read this right here. You look at the red line before the red candle before this green candle that we got print now. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of bearish momentum. So
Okay.
basically, the USD CAD dollar been short 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months right now. Because each one of them candles is a month. It's a month.
Are you gonna wait for a retest though?
Oh no.
If it goes
No.
through, it'll pour out of bed, won't it?
Oh yeah. If it break that, it's pouring. And I'm thinking it's gonna break that. It's gonna pour around the next time.
Let me lower this down.
And
Why
'cause you
y'all
yeah, you on the weekly chart right there. So yeah.
why y'all gonna make me try to get some pips this week
It
or
but you
whenever
gotta
it
think
does?
about it. That's related. Look now, look at it. You on a weekly time frame now. Look how many weeks it's been bearish.
Uh-huh.
So just look at your dates. So it was a bull move pre-corona.
All right,
That's
then
what 316, 323.
316. Let me zoom in.
Yep, that's pre-corona. And since then, what did oil actually do? Because
Hmm.
USD CAD moves typically on Wednesdays in the forex market because that's the same day that a lot of OPEC news comes out.
Hey, Larry.
That oil
Okay,
moves. That oil moves too much. They was asking too much money.
Larry, didn't you say something the other day about oil that you almost got in on the negative side, but they
I was
wouldn't
trying to get
fill
in
you?
a lot of the brokers stopped people from taking long positions in oil once it had reached
Mhm.
like -7.
They said you're not
They
an
wouldn't
oil
let
baron, huh?
man,
You,
I wanted to go long on it, man. That was my whole goal.
man, why y'all got me paying attention to forex today, man?
I'm sorry.
And I
I
Yeah.
ain't,
like it,
I didn't,
and it's
and I can tell you, I didn't do good in forex.
but the
I learned technical analysis from forex to bring it back to options.
Bring it
well,
back to options. Yeah.
but the
So
structure
what
is so pretty on these. It's
right. So what you do now, JD, you find a company that's associated with oil or petroleum and look for a short in that company because they just delisted. They just yanked Exxon off of the Nasdaq.
right.
Yeah. After
So
years and years of them, they've been on the NASDAQ for 20, 30, oh, shit. How? I don't even know how
I
many
don't even know
years.
the number of years they've been on there.
Yeah.
So
80 years.
mhm. so
Man, Larry,
now that you see this structure, you have to ask yourself, okay, what fundamental news could help continue to push price?
I don't know
uh,
about oil anymore. Like it's like everything is EV right now.
that'll kill
EV
oil,
rate.
won't it? We get another some more bullish or dovish news on EV. Uh, something about EV advancements or pop rollouts or whatever. Does that ever? I don't know if that even ever affects oil. But I mean,
What
Well,
what what
well, I
affect
would
what
even tell
affect
you
oil
this.
is
Oh, go ahead.
would be your travel industry, your cruise liners, your major uh, plane industries.
so the demand's gonna go up.
If they pick up, if they pick up traveling, but we about to go on another lockdown,
Are we? I
But
don't watch
here's the
TV.
thing: Tesla is more than an EV company. They
right?
actually do home batteries and solar
Yeah,
Panels, yeah.
yeah,
panels and
exactly.
everything. Like Tesla is set up to be
It's an
They can do
innovation
just about
company.
every field.
It's an
right.
Mm-hmm.
innovation company for me. It's
Yeah, that to me, they're a technology company.
and they got they have miscast within the automobile sector. So that's why everybody always says, "Oh, uh, they're overvalued." But shoot,
They're sleeping on them,
to
which is
me they
cool for
are.
me.
That's cool.
Right.
Let me get in. Let me get in here. Sub 500, and if it goes back to 350, let me get some more of that. Uh, I'm in it right now. I'm gonna go ahead. I was gonna take it to the head, but Tesla's part of my space race, man. That was my I did that whole study for a long time. UFO, Tesla,
You know,
Teledyne,
you know
Raytheon.
there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Raytheon. There's another EV company that's coming out that is beautiful, and I can't find the name of it right now, but everybody's talking about it. Let me see
Not
if I can
Nikola,
find it.
but Lee,
No, not
Li.
no, not Nikola. I'm in Nikola, and it's hurting me right now. I need to average down. Ugh.
What about Li? Is that the one you're talking about? Lee,
No, that's not the one I'm talking about. Let me find it.
Plug, maybe? No.
No, not Plug, but
Hmm.
they are I would say Plug is what you need to be in right now.
Brother Brian Dillard been pumping Plug since it was like $4 before that.
Yeah. I've been in it for a minute. I love SpaceX. I love these little undervalued companies.
Well,
I'm gonna have to check Plug out. Let me see what their option chain look like.
let's see. The options were
Mhm.
they were reasonably priced. But it's been about a few months since I did it.
Okay.
36,024. Let's see. You want to go out to October or September? What you want to look at? Prices aren't
Mm,
crazy. Look at that. Oh
so
boy, that $12. 3,000 open
52.
inches, $83. But with them,
Yeah.
the
Plug been doing good in my son's account.
with Plug, the ATR is actually over $1 now. It wasn't at one point. So
And that's not bad.
I'll
I
take
mean,
over $1. That I'd rather
yeah,
have that than 14 cents or 25 cents or
Right.
right.
Keep you on the move.
But yeah,
Okay. Let me
was
see.
hey Larry,
That's
I'm gonna message you in the on Facebook and shoot the email to you so I can try to find out what the
Oh,
your fee, man, because I want to set up that consultation on from the business
Okay.
side, man, definitely.
Yeah, that'll work.
And well, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Blue, Sean, brother Larry, Sean, and you got I put my email in the chat. I don't know if you got it in the face, and also the Stock Scouts link.
I got the Stop Scouts link. I don't know if I got your email.
Let's see.
I'm gonna hit you up on Facebook though, cause this was refreshing.
Okay, yeah. Well, I try to open up the trading room every day in the morning time. Probably like maybe an hour before, and I might play something. Like a Rich Dad Poor Dad or the Alchemist or something for about 30, 45 minutes, and then we'll try to talk stocks and then look at the open. Oh, there it is, Larry. Thank you.
Yeah. Just hit me on that email, then
Okay.
we can talk.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna post
I
this
need
in the
I
group.
need y'all to help me up on some business stuffs too. Like,
Well, all right, Funky Town, yeah,
Yeah,
Orange
y'all can
Mound, North Memphis.
y'all can find me on Facebook
North,
as well.
North. Now, how you know I was from North Memphis?
I,
Like, for real?
I heard the accent. I heard the edge in your voice.
Oh, okay.
He heard the
Yeah, I heard the edge, man. I'm joking, but that's the areas, So,
Mm-hmm.
well, y'all have a
he
good
heard that
one.
Project Pat in you.
A little Project
Yeah.
Pat, little Anna.
I ain't gonna even start.
Yeah,
All
we
right, y'all have
showing.
a good night.
Okay, Larry. All right, Sean. All right, Blue.
Good night, y'all.